Hi everyone, trust for fine, trust for good. So here's a quick one. There's actually something that just started to come up to discuss with you guys or probably seek your opinion. So I was discussing with someone and the person brought this up and it actually made a lot of meaning to me because I wasn't really seeing it through, like I wasn't really seeing it in that dimension yet. So the person was actually talking about abuse, like abuse, domestic abuse. So the person was actually like, what's your thoughts, what do you think about these things? I'm like, someone that abuses the fellow human being, I wonder what's your motive, like I wonder the reason why you are doing whatever you are doing. But the person actually came from a different perspective which I didn't even think about, like I didn't even think towards that line. The person said, do you know that someone can actually be abused verbally? And I'm like, that actually struck. And I'm like, yeah, someone can actually be abused verbally because you can be with someone that doesn't really hit you, like the person doesn't hit you and you feel like, oh okay, but the person uses abusive words, like the person talks to you anyhow, the person doesn't even give you that respect, the person doesn't even see you as a human being that can actually do something, the person doesn't even see the values that you possess, the person is just seeing you as, these things happen not just in a relationship, probably you're in a particular environment, yeah, you might be in a particular environment and these things are happening. What do you do? Now I want to come from a relationship aspect, not just relationship, a marriage aspect. How can you be with someone that talks to you without feeling that, oh, this person has emotion, like this person has feeling? How do you guys deal with it? Because the person really wanted me to say something and it got me thinking. Yeah, it actually got me thinking and I came to a conclusion. This was what, guys, please, I don't know who is horny so hard that I can't just speak. I don't know who is horny so hard I can't just speak. Guys, please ignore the noise, okay? This is just an unfiltered, like I'm not even going to filter anything, I'm just going to put it out just the way I have filmed it, okay? So the person was saying this and it dawned on me that yeah, you can be in an environment that someone speaks down on you. That's like, I feel like, so okay, now the person was like, some people say that having, like experiencing bullying, and when I say bully, like someone is actually physically beating you, like hitting you, it's worse than someone just speaking to you, saying things to you, like hurtful things to you. Which one will you take? I'm like, none, it's okay. None is okay, because I can't have someone speaking to me, making me feel like I'm worthless, making me feel like I can't just do anything, like nothing I do matters, nothing I do matters at all, making me question myself. Like that is the worst situation you can see yourself in. Yeah, somebody seeing you as you are not worth it. How do you guys relate these things? How do you guys relate these things? So the person was saying something and I felt like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna bring up this stuff. Let's just drop on the comments, what do you guys think? Personally, I feel like if you're in a relationship or you're in a marriage, because relationship can, I mean, if you're in a relationship and someone is using abusive words and making you feel like you are not enough, obviously you have to leave. There's no two ways about it. Now I'm coming from perspective, like a marriage perspective. When you are married, probably you have kids, and you know one thing about men is that it's not just about the men, it's not just about men, it's vice versa. You can get married to a lady or a woman that probably you are not making enough, or maybe she makes more money than you, and it feels like, oh okay, I can speak to you anyhow, I can, tell you things that will leave you so miserable, like you're going to be thinking about your life. There are women like this, and also men that Probably you are not just good enough. Maybe they didn't even see it from you. Maybe they don't know. You know how these things can be now. Maybe someone sees you and the person is like, oh, lovey, and all of that. And all of a sudden, the person starts like putting up a different attitude, a different lifestyle. You get? So when these things happen, what do you do? Personally, I feel like giving the person space will go a long way. Like just separating for like, okay, you know what? I feel like we being close is creating a lot of, I don't know, but let's just separate. Like be on your own. Let me be on my own. Like let's just think. I feel it's gonna help. Separation might not really lead to divorce. No, I'm not even a preacher of divorce. Personally, I'm not a preacher of divorce. Once you're married, try as much as possible to work out things with your partner. Then when it's not forthcoming, what should you do? It's a situation whereby your partner doesn't care. You get, your partner doesn't just care. What should you do? What should you do? Someone was saying therapist. Go visit the therapist. I'm like, therapist, what would the therapist tell you? Though sometimes it actually works. Sometimes I feel it does work. You visiting a therapist, telling the therapist what you're going through. Maybe the therapist has something to say and it works. But what if the person just have bad life? Like you say normally, yeah, it get people who just get bad life. It's just in them. It's just in them. When they are not okay, you don't want you to be okay. No matter who you are. Even if you're their husband, you're their wife, they don't care. They just want you to be in that same atmosphere, like feel what they are feeling. And that is not a nice situation at all. So my suggestion is separate for like a month, 2. It's going to help whosoever that is involved, like whosoever that is responsible for that act, to think, guys, what do you guys think? See, from the ladies or women's angle, yeah, if a lady, it's not just all, but I'm saying majority, what causes this stuff? Probably as a lady or as a wife, you are not doing anything. Men capitalizes on this stuff to say or to act however they wish. Like they do it a lot. Now, not just someone that is not even doing anything. You can see a lady, a woman that is working, like earning her money, and you can see a man that is not even doing too well. Still, the respect won't be there. So what is really the issue? I just want to know, what is really the issue? Is it that you feel like your wife doesn't really know much, or you feel like because you're the man of the house, you can actually speak to your wife in any manner you want to? Your wife can't just express herself. When she wants to say something, just like attack, like just hijack her. She can't just express herself as a wife. Why do men do these things? Please, I honestly want response, because I don't know, like I don't just get it.